Today, Kwankoso and the people of Kano have lined up to become munafiks. I wish them the best. The people of Kano have lined up to become enemies of Allah and enemy of Islam. I wish them the best. But they will suffer the consequences in this world. And they will suffer the consequences in the hereafter. They will suffer the consequences here. They're going to suffer it here. Why am I saying? The smally Muslim, so-called Muslim scholars and Muslim leaders and those people with fake turbans, white turbans, and red caps in the United States of America who supported Donald Trump, they are suffering the consequences in this world. It is not yet the year after they are suffering.
Evening of Tuesday, the 12th day of May 2026 is today. Good evening, everyone. For supporting Mr. P2B, Kano State, Kwakwanso, and all his supporters, and most clerics in the north have now become an enemy of Allah. This is according to Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo said that he is a mujahideen, that is a jihadist. Now, he is saying that P2B is not someone that a Muslim is supposed to support. He is saying that P2B is not someone that a Muslim is supposed to support. That anybody supporting P2B now is committing crime and has become an enemy of Allah. Now, in the course of his 12 minutes video, I discovered that he centered everything he was saying to Donald J. Trump, that what is going on in Nigeria, that Trump's intervention in Nigeria is based on P2B's problem, that P2B is part of the people who made Trump to intervene in Nigeria. Sometimes, if I am listening to Asari Dokubo, I feel that Asari Dokubo is not informed. But sometimes my instinct will still be telling me that this has nothing to do with whether he's informed or not. It has to be with the incompatibility situation I used to talk about in Nigeria. Now, a lot of people who know Asari Dokubo right from time have never agreed that Nigeria should be one. Asari Dokubo went to prison because he was advocating for the disintegration of Nigeria. Asari Dokubo have been to so many national televisions saying that Nigeria cannot be one, that there is an issue of incompatibility. That was before, he met Tinubu. So when he met Tinubu, they became friends. Tinubu then sponsored him to abroad. Then he converted to Muslim. He said because Christianity don't kill, that he's not a kind of person that will become a Christian forever. It is his choice. So he said because if you do him anything, he will do back. If you shoot one, he will shoot back. That if he's a Christian, that Christians always talk about peace, 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 peace. That is the reason why he became a Muslim and a mujahideen, a jihadist. So Asari Dokubo in his video just explained everything about the problem of Nigeria. It might interest you to watch this video to the end, because if I come out to tell you the problem of Nigeria, people will be talking about corruption, leadership. The problem of Nigeria is religion, incompatibility, socio-cultural value system. It's totally different. Just look at Kwakwanso. He's saying that this is politics. I have decided to work with Mr. P2B. Then many people, extremists, are just standing up from nowhere saying that he's a Christian, he's an infidel, he's going to hell, you should not work with him. I hope you people are understanding this people mentality. And if you think that this is Asari Dokubo's problem, meaning you have a problem. This is not Asari Dokubo's problem. This is how majority of these people think. This is how they think. Anyway, take a look at what he said.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're listening to me. I threw the first bombed shell on Kwankoso. I've received a lot of munafiks. I will call them munafiks. There is nothing you are going to say about these idiots. I call them idiots. I will not dignify them with being CCCC with them, being diplomatic with them. They are munafics and idiots. Ordinarily, we can play politics. It's okay to play politics. They said man is a political animal. I'm not an animal. But that is what he said, man is a political animal. Everybody wants to play politics. But people don't play politics with serious things. If you play politics with serious things, it will backfire. And you will suffer the consequences of it. And you don't need to suffer it in the life hereafter. You will suffer and you have the payment on the surface of the earth. I am not holding grief for anybody, but I am holding grief for myself and my children and those who follow me. I'm a Muslim. I'm seeing the global trend. The global trend is that there's one sick idiot, one fool called Donald Trump in the United States of America, who everybody knows that he's an Islamophobic. He hates Islam. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that this man, this idiot, hates Islam. And all of a sudden he wants to become president. In a very critical stage in global politics. He wants to become president, and the involvement in the United States in committing genocide in Palestine, committing genocide against Muslims, committing genocide against downtrodden people. And then this man was voted into power. I saw Muslim imams standing with him in Michigan, in Minnesota, and several other places. And at that time, I cried out and I called these so-called Muslim leaders with white turban on their head or wearing red cap, smallies and others. I called them munafiks. They are munafiks. That's the only, in fact, they are enemies of Islam. Now, Obi had made himself in Nigeria, tailored himself like he and his supporters had made themselves, fashioned themselves, wear the garb and the clothes of Donald Trump to kill Muslims. And in fact, they have killed Muslims, especially in the southeast. And immediately, Donald Trump started his evil in Nigeria by saying there's an ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. This fellow jumped on it. Obi jumped on it. Today, Kwankoso and the people of Kano had lined up to become munafiks. I wish them the best. The people of Kano had lined up to become enemies of Allah and enemy of Islam. I wish them the best. But they will suffer the consequences in this world. And they will suffer the consequences in the hereafter. They will suffer the consequences here. They're going to suffer it here. Why am I saying? The smally Muslim, so-called Muslim scholars and Muslim leaders and those people with fake turbans, white turbans and red caps in the United States of America who supported Donald Trump, they are suffering the consequences in this world. It is not yet the year after they are suffering. When these fellows came up, when Donald Trump came up with Christian genocide, the false Christian genocide he talked about in Nigeria, and they jumped on the bandwagon. I warned that the consequences of it I had suffered from it. My men have died from it. With heightened religious tension in Nigeria. Because it's not true. It will heighten and it will embolden. These people will come out and say, let Donald Trump come. Now he never leave on her. He never leave on her behind. What is he doing? They are killing both Muslims and Christians like never before. I lost my men too, fighting them. They are hell-bent on telling Donald Trump, you can't decide here. And we suffering is the ordinary Christian and Muslim. A vote for one console Obi or Obi console is a vote for anarchy, is a vote for death. People can say I'm supporting Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Yes, I am. But that's not the reason I'm talking here. I'm talking about what is realistic. Because when Obi triggers Muslim hate, Muslim attack, I know that these people fighting with their misguidance, claiming to be Muslims, are more ready to die than you. They are more ready to die than you. So they will come after you. They will look for you and kill you. Obi and Munafi Kunkoso will be inside Asari, guided by your taxpayers' money. Guns, your taxpayers' guns, your taxpayers' uniform, why you will be left vulnerable to that. While you will be left vulnerable to that. Don't listen to my advice. I'm richer than you. I am richer than you. If anything happens, bam, my passport, there is visas, not one visa. My children have visa. If anything happens, they have international passport. Even if they don't have visa, I will buy visa. The ones that don't have visa, I'll buy visa for them. I already have houses outside Nigeria. So I will travel and live here to die. If I feel that my kingdom, Ellen Calabar, is not secured enough for me, I am not guiding myself enough, I will just fly out and will be here and die. Next time, maybe I'll bring my passport and show you. So I have 3 years visa. Bam, 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 bam. I will travel and so many countries are open for me. I don't need to travel through Sahara Desert to go and cross Mediterranean. I'm going to fly first class. I'm going to fly first class. No, yeah. A vote for Obi and Kwankwaso is a vote for death and destruction. People will say, why are you so bitter that you are saying? Because I know. I know what I'm talking about. I have nothing personal against Kwankwaso. I have nothing personal against Obi. But I know. People of Kano, you have been respected as a city of Islamic knowledge. The first of my children who became Hafiz read in Kano. Others are reading in Kano. Why would you want to spoil the name of Kano? The Islamic reputation of Kano for bringing a munafiq conquest. Who thinks this dunya is more important than Akre? Who feels that this dunya is more important than Akre? So he wants to trade you, and you're willing to be traded for empire. You are willing to be traded for the route of Allah, to satisfy the greed and the munafiq tendency of Rabbi Kwankwaso. I feel sorry for you.